Hi, everyone. Welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast and video clip. Today, I want to go back to my first love, which is accent reduction. Now, those of you who know me know that I have a really special interest in communication, helping you to speak better, helping you to communicate better. A few days ago, it was my birthday, and I was just reflecting on why communication is so important to me. And that's probably because I grew up in an environment where people didn't communicate well. There were all kinds of mixed messages with the language, and also I could see that the accent was causing a lot of problems. So accent reduction really is something which I like to see corrected. When you speak well here in the UK, people respect you more. And if you have a nice accent from, let's say, the London area, people sense that you're educated. Now, I know that sounds incredibly racist, but unfortunately, that's just the way it is. There is a big movement against that now, but there is something nice just to hear a reassuring voice from the London area. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to read a text together, but just before we do that, I want to go over some mouth movements with you. Now, for those of you who've had classes with me, you know the drill, you know how it works. First of all, we talk about this here being pulled down. If you watch me when I talk, you'll see that my mouth is very relaxed. The top part stays stiff, and I'm talking with the bottom part of my mouth. As our queen used to say, stiff upper lip. Now, my lip is probably not as stiff as hers was because she was very uptight, wasn't she, in the way that she spoke? But still, we tried to speak with the bottom part of the mouth by just dropping the jaw like this. Many of you out there, I've noticed, especially in the Mediterranean, often speak by moving your mouth horizontally, talking like this, because you're often smiling while you talk. But to get the correct vowel sounds in English, you need to be dropping your mouth down. Let's just go through the vowel sounds now, and I want you just to look at my mouth as we go through them. Okay, so just pay attention to the words that I say and notice my mouth dropping. Okay, so let's start. So the first one, the vowel sound is A, apple, apple. Eggs, exactly. And the difference between the A and the E is that the E, my mouth is open a little bit wider. So R, E, R, E. But still not like this. It's still really just this is moving, okay? And then we have I. So A, E, the sounds, R, apple, eggs, inside, inside. And the I sound is made not by pulling my mouth down, but by pushing it up. Watch again. Inside, inside. So you have apple, exactly, or eggs. Inside, open, and under, underneath, for example. Under. And again, I'm not pulling my mouth down, ah, although I could, but if I'm saying under, it's made by pushing my mouth up, the same as the I sound, okay? Underneath. You can also make it by pulling your mouth down, under, but it's a bit louder, okay? So let's just look at those again. Apple, eggs, inside, open, A-E-I-O, underneath. I'm sure I missed one there. A-E-I-O-U, apple, exactly, inside, open, underneath. There we are. So those are the vowel sounds. So generally, this top here, the top lip doesn't move, and you pull your jaw down like this, like a fish. Okay. Some of you might need to do some stretching exercises. I've noticed that Asian people often speak with a very small part of the mouth, and there's others of you who tend to keep the mouth shut while you're talking. You want to be opening, like that piece of art, the Scream from Norway. So just pull your mouth down. Do some stretching exercises in the morning. Pretend you're going to eat a big hamburger. And the easiest way to do this, of course, is by copying English people. Now, of course, I'm exaggerating just a little bit. I'm really pulling my mouth down. If you watch a newsreader, you'll see that it's more gentle. She does open her mouth, but it's just a little bit. Wow, she gives you the news. But it's still with the stiff upper lip. Right, let's go over and read something, and we're going to continue. So we're going to go back to our weekly lesson now, all about the Osmonds. Right, here we are again, all ready to go with our weekly lesson, which is the Osmonds. I hope you can still see me in the little box here. We're going to be reading the first 3 paragraphs. And again, the whole idea is really to be pulling the mouth down. Okay, that's really where you're going with this. Okay, so I want you just to watch my mouth as I read, particularly the vowel sounds. And we're talking today just generally about mouth movements and getting those sounds right. Okay, so let's begin. Deep breath in. Wayne Osmond, the founding member of family band The Osmonds, who had a string of hits in the 1970s, has died at the age of 73. There we are. Right. So, pulling the mouth down is really very, very important there. Also, in English generally, we tend to move sounds around, as you know, from one word to the other, so that we can join them together to make them sound nice, because we like to have a rhythm and the melody. And that's something else we can look at another time. But right now, we're just talking about the importance to get this smooth vowel sounds, to pull your mouth down, and not to be afraid to stretch some of those sounds. So notice where I'm stretching some vowels. Wayne Osmond, a founding member of family band The Osmonds, who had a string of hits in the 1970s, has died at the age of 73. Wayne was a singer and guitarist and co-wrote many of their biggest hits, including Crazy Horses, Going Home, and Let Me In. Wayne brought so much light, laughter, and love to everyone who knew him, especially me, wrote brother Donny. He was the ultimate optimist and was loved by everyone. And there we are. So, golden rule today, get that mouth coming down, because the more you pull it down, the more air you let out. I was also doing some intonation there, starting high, bringing my voice down. But right now, just get those vowel sounds right. pull the mouth down when you're talking, okay? That's why English people, we always look so miserable when we talk, because we don't smile when we talk. Some of us do, but if you look at our royals, they kind of smile like this. It's a little bit strange. They only smile with the bottom bit. It makes them look completely evil. But anyway, there we are. That's a slight introduction there to reading better. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Right, here we are back on the big screen. Yeah, so in case you didn't see that, I was just saying that, some British people, when they smile, they don't move their top lip. So it kind of looks like King Charles, for example. He just looks like Dracula when he tries that. But yeah, we don't move this top part at all. And when we're speaking, we pull the mouth down. All right, and it makes us seem very natural. And that's it. Right. So go away and practice some stretching. Just get your mouth moving. And it's not difficult. Just let your mouth drop to make those sounds. Okay, that's what I'd like you to be focusing on. And that's it from me right now. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll be talking again soon. So take care. Remember, do some stretching before next time, and I hope you've enjoyed this. See you. Bye.